The following program is a production of HEW Entertainment and contains views, opinions, commentaries, and content that may offend some subscribers of this show. Listener discretion is advised.
It's that time once again for HEW Entertainment Radio.
And that's all I got to say about that.
Hosted by Jonathan Clarke.
The beat! The man! You gotta beat the man! Woo!
Be sure to join us in the live chat room during the show.
Hulkamania is running wild like it's never ran before.
Call us on one of our request lines. If you live in the United States, call us at 1-641-985-7800, box number 3729280. If you're from Canada and would like to call us from 1-647-724-4194, box number 3729280. Long distance charges may apply in some areas.
I've been the world heavyweight champion 10 times.
Or you can always drop us a line at MySpace, myspace.com/HEW Entertainment.
And you will rest in peace.
Emailing us works for you too. Email us hewwrestling@hotmail.com.
I am a wrestling god. JBL.
And now, without any further ado, here is your host of HEW Entertainment Radio on the official website of HEW Entertainment, Jonathan Clarke.
The champ is here!
Streaming live on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook. HEW Entertainment Radio is inviting you to comment on our video blogs, join the conversation, and like us. So what are you waiting for? Log on and listen now. Don't miss out on any of the action. Download our app on the App Store, Google Play, and the official website of HEW Entertainment. Once you download and install it, you'll get caught up on news, YouTube videos, and more. Download it now.
How many times really are they going to remake Kane's entrance music? Then you wonder why so many radio show hosts and or columnists find time in making fun of Kane and choosing to come down hard on him. Rather than choosing to come down hard on Kane and give Kane a ridiculously hard time, I thought I would put Kane over because I think he deserves so much better in the way of a creative direction with WWE, especially after the follow-up Survivor Series, the 29th annual Survivor Series, when The Undertaker and Kane, the Brothers of Destruction, defeated the Wyatt family. I think Kane needs to be doing something far more productive and relevant rather than being in matches with Roman Reigns for house shows this close to events like the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania 32. You would think that Kane would be being pushed for the championship at this point in time, especially with how frustrating it's got to be for Kane fans out there knowing that Kane only had one reign as WWE Champion, which lasted less than 24 hours back in 1998. We all remember that, when Kane won the championship at that year's King of the Ring and relinquished the title less than 24 hours after to the man who he had defeated the night prior, Stone Cold Steve Austin. Since then, the championship seems to have eluded Kane throughout his entire career. He's won virtually every championship he's been eligible to compete for, even the world title, but the WWE Championship seems to have eluded him his entire career, and you would think with Kane's retirement coming up in WWE, they would give him at least one meaningful reign as champion for fans to remember him for having. But the thing is, WWE are just putting it on the back burner, and they put it on the back burner for far too long. And I can only imagine how frustrating this has got to be for millions of Kane fans out there who I know exist out there who want to see Kane have more done creatively in terms of a creative sense, a creative direction, whatever way you want to look at it. I was always a really big Kane fan, which is why I've constantly reiterated and forced this issue of how Kane deserves so much better with his character and his creative direction in WWE, especially with how he elevated superstars like Daniel Bryan as part of Team Hell No back in 2010, 2011, when they were feuding with the likes of the Primetime Players, and Kane and Daniel Bryan were on top as tag team champions. The only one who benefited from that entire angle and or program was Daniel Bryan, because he went on to win the World Championship, the WWE World Heavyweight Championship at WrestleMania 30 just last year, became the voice of the Yes Movement. Millions of fans followed Daniel Bryan because of how Kane benefited them as part of Team Hell No. They got a lot of time in there as tag team champions, and they also had a chance to work with The Undertaker against The Shield during the 2013 UK tour. So Team Hell No were really put over. Daniel Bryan was really elevated because of what the Brothers of Destruction did for him. And obviously the Wyatt family are going to continue to be elevated for what the Brothers of Destruction have done for them in recent weeks, of course, with the program in the follow to the 29th annual Survivor Series. But because of the fallout of the 29th annual Survivor Series, and it being unknown at this point in time whether or not we're going to see The Undertaker before WrestleMania 32, and if The Undertaker is going to have an opponent for WrestleMania 32, you'd think they would be pushing Kane and really pushing the fact that Kane and The Undertaker were victorious at Survivor Series, but they haven't really been seen since in a momentous way. Kane has been on WWE television. Well, what is he doing really that's actually relevant and worth talking about since Survivor Series and what happened in its fallout? Really, he's been doing nothing, and I can only imagine how frustrating that's going to be for wrestling fans. Now, there is a rumor that we're going to be seeing Kane versus The Undertaker. Demon Kane, let me reiterate that for you. Demon Kane versus Deadman Undertaker for the 32nd WrestleMania. This is going to be a big match if this happens, because it could be The Undertaker's final match, and the way The Undertaker chooses to retire. Now, it's been said for years that Kane would be the guy to end The Undertaker's career if there ever came a time when The Undertaker wanted to step down. And we could see that happen at WrestleMania 32, with the obvious prediction being that Kane would come away with the win, or The Undertaker would go out on top with the victory, because he deserves to go out on top after so many years of contributing to WWE and doing so much, defeating every big name at least once throughout his legendary career. But I would like to see Kane defeat The Undertaker, because I think, given their history, that would be a fantastic match to see at WrestleMania 32, and it would be a very effective way of pushing Kane and giving Kane something actually meaningful to do with his character in WWE. Here's the thing about Demon Kane. This is one of the actual times that WWE revamped his character and relaunched him, and actually did something far more creative than what they've done in years with Kane's character, either as a fan favorite or a heel. Demon Kane has millions of fans out there who have got behind Kane, jumped on the proverbial Kane fan wagon, and stayed with Kane ever since Kane premiered this Demon Kane character, this side of Kane, which we really haven't seen in years, or really haven't seen before. And relaunching Kane to this new generation of wrestling fans was the perfect way of really getting Kane over, because now we know Kane for being that demon character that he was. back in 1997, but in a whole new way for the new generation of wrestling fans who can't remember back that far, who weren't wrestling fans probably back in 97 through 98, when Kane had that one reign as WWE Champion, which was a far cry from actually being a meaningful reign, or probably can't even remember back to 2010, because we have so many new wrestling fans coming in and out all the time when Kane was a world champion and got that one meaningful reign in. So relaunching Kane as this demon character, this new persona for Kane was the perfect way of putting him over. It's just we're waiting on and waiting on and waiting on constantly for something to happen for Kane in the way of a meaningful championship reign, a meaningful push, which doesn't seem to be going to be happening anytime soon based on how they're promoting their tours this close to the Royal Rumble and WrestleMania, and just with how Kane has really had nothing relevant done since teaming with The Undertaker at the Survivor Series pay-per-view when they actually came away victorious, setting up for The Undertaker versus Kane match at, of course, WrestleMania 32, which has been predicted. I was kind of hoping that Kane was going to turn on The Undertaker and turn heel with a choke slam or a tombstone